You guys, Jeremy Roloff and his wife Audrey Roloff just admitted to doing the craziest thing. Recently, we all know that a lot of crazy feuds have been happening with the Roloffs, and one of the biggest ones yet is the one that they've had concerning the family's farm in Oregon. And well, you guys are never going to believe what I just found out. So it turns out that Jeremy and Audrey have finally achieved their dreams. And I know that some of you might be wondering, what dreams am I talking about? Well, keep listening to find out. Because Audrey just revealed in an Instagram post that she and Jeremy have just placed their $729,000 Oregon home for sale, and this is because they just recently purchased a huge farmhouse. So now I know what you might be thinking, okay, they just bought a farm, so what's the big deal? The big deal is this farmhouse that Jeremy and Audrey bought is also in the same town as Roloff Farm. In fact, their new home is literally just a 7-minute drive from the Roloff Farm, and this is absolutely insane because we all know how badly Jeremy and his twin brother Zach wanted to buy the Roloff Farm, and now Jeremy has gotten a property that's literally a stone's throw away from the farm where he grew up, and this is really a huge deal since we all know from Little Pill Big World that properties around the Roloff Farm don't really get listed for sale very often. So Jeremy and Audrey actually got a big break, and this is coming right after Zach and his wife Tori decided to move to Washington. And I'm guessing with this news, Zach is probably wishing he waited a little bit longer before leaving Oregon. And we all know that a couple of years after her divorce from Matt, Amy Roloff decided to sell her portion of the Roloff property to him, making him the sole owner of the entire land. And the twins, Zach and Jeremy, have on multiple occasions tried to buy the farm from their dad, but they never actually could get to a solid agreement, which led to a lot of fights and family drama. And I mean, after Amy sold her share of the land to Matt, I'm pretty sure a lot of people assumed that he would actually sell some part of it to their kids so the Roloff family pumpkin season would live on. But with Jeremy's latest announcement, pumpkin season might come to an end sooner than any of them ever expected, because Jeremy's wife Audrey even had this entire Instagram breakdown where she accused Matt of killing their dreams because he didn't sell the farm to them, or at least a portion of it, and this was mainly because of Matt's selling price, and neither twin could afford it on their own, and they both refused to invest in it together. And Zach then had an entire rant about how the price his dad was asking for was beyond the normal asking price, and this led to a whole different issue. But one thing I can say for sure is once you find out how much Jeremy and Audrey bought their house for, then you're definitely going to understand where Matt is coming from, because Jeremy and Audrey seem to be fully committed to their new farm journey. And after listing their 2,100 square foot home for sale, Audrey revealed that they bought their 4 acres of farmland for $1.5 million. And this 4 acres of land that Jeremy and Audrey bought is obviously in the exact same area as the Roloff Farm. And if you do the math, Matt deciding to sell 16 acres of the family farm for $4 million doesn't sound like a ripoff anymore. Now it does it, because the fact that their new property is so close to the Roloff Farm, it also holds a huge sentimental value to them. And it turns out that right in the backyard of their new house is a trestle bridge. And this is not just any trestle bridge, but if you've been keeping up with their lives, that trestle bridge has played a huge role in Jeremy and Audrey's romantic lives. And it is the exact same place where Jeremy asked Audrey to be his girlfriend a year after they initially met, and it's the same place that they got engaged in 2014, and it's also the same place they took the cover photo of their New York Times best-selling book. So I'm sure we can all agree that Audrey's excitement is well deserved, and the best part of it all is this trestle bridge is just within a walking distance of Audrey's parents' house, so technically they can raise their children close to 3 of the kids' 4 grandparents, and assuming that they get back on good terms with Matt. So in her Instagram post, she made a dramatic point by saying how it's finally time for them. And I mean, they've been searching for a house all over Oregon for the past 2 years, so she couldn't really hide her joy. And although her new house has been a really big space, it is a little bit outdated, and this is probably why Audrey also mentioned the fact that they have a lot of work to do and to bring the farm to life. And either way, they're supposedly excited to bring their dreams back to reality. And Audrey and Jeremy's new home reveal just came almost a month after Matt had placed 16 acres of the farm for sale, and this is a decision that literally shocked everyone, most especially Zach and Jeremy, when you look at how long they were struggling to buy the farm from their dad. But I guess you could say everything turned out well in Jeremy and Audrey's favor, and now all eyes are probably going to be on Matt, because the twins seem to no longer be interested in the property, as they both obviously found new homes. And with this new chapter in Jeremy and Audrey's lives, maybe we'd get to see more cringe-worthy costume fails just like their Barney fiasco. And the exact same one where Jeremy looked pretty miserable in a Barney costume, and Audrey, looked all smiles in her Baby Bop costume. And so many people accuse Audrey of being the cause of his frown while saying a lot of smack, and apparently she constantly forced him to do whatever she wants. But the hate seemed to die down after she explained why they wore the costumes in the first place, because it turns out that the costumes were handmade by Audrey's mom in the 90s, back when she and her sister were kids, and they both ended up wearing it to a Halloween party, Audrey as Baby Bop and her sister as Barney. But either way, Jeremy and Audrey seem to be gearing up for their future together. They've finally gotten their dream home, and I guess you could say that they, now have all that they've ever wanted. I mean, well, what do you guys think of all the other Roloff family members are going to react to this news? I mean, so far, no one has actually said anything about it, but let me know what you guys think about Jeremy and Audrey's new home down in the comments section below. But for me, I think their 2-year wait actually did pay off. But guys, like always, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you are new to this channel, or if you enjoyed this video, please do me a huge favor and hit that like, follow, share, subscribe button, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.